Rinpoche accepted that invitation because of Gyalta Rinpoche and his request. And honestly, we were nervous because we kept trying to pin扬唐Rinpoche down to a commitment of when he would arrive and how we could go ahead and publicize this event way ahead of time, because that's the way that things are usually done in Western culture, because people like to plan. But it wasn't working out. You know, we couldn't get him to commit, and it ended up being last minute. And Rinpoche made the comment, I don't care if there's only a few people there, I'm still going to give the empowerment. And he really meant that, because we were trying to use the logic, well, maybe people won't come if you don't give us advance notice. But he didn't seem to care about that.
扬唐Rinpoche maybe I need to tell you a little bit.扬唐Rinpoche in Tibet, Damong monasteries, Damong Terchen, Dorjiv Dechen Lang Baza Truko, Dorjiv Dechen Lang Baza, Bama Matra Truko. Oh, yeah, then I don't know. Bama Matra, Bama Namtram, Drejung Zokshenba. Herakawa Namkanjik met that and Namkanja Tamatapam chances six days Dorji Dechenba, Yangtang Tertonda, Alcorankam Jepar.
Chedangi Aridaji, Terzedajinani, Chuzingaba, not the Chekan Injimiji on the solar paper. Dingwell in which Conrela Soja Porganji, Injimiji Congress, Soja Porgan's children, Injimiji. Dicho Sadian, Mape Dore, Mape Sadian, from Wangdoya go to Dore.
Because Rinpoche would get up in pre-dawn to do his private practice. Then he would go down at 6 a.m. to do Wang Drup, to prepare for the Wang. Then he would do that all morning, and he would take his lunch on the throne. And then Rinpoche might get off the throne to use the restroom prior to getting back on the throne for the Wangs to start at 1 p.m. And then Rinpoche would give the Wangs from 1, sometimes till 6 or 7 at night.
Zamzam Rinpoche, Sanchochi Pebri, Chingri Kong, Ken Kemba, Rinpoche Shera, Chapsan Shera, Pei, Tang Namare, Tangala Pebro Ching, Sera Pebro Ching Mare, Pekali, Kong, Chapsan Tora Machini, Zamzam Rinpoche, Shena, Rakwit, and the Chegore, Dam and the Chegore. She the Chegan now for the Wang. Wang Nanguru, Wang Nang Sat, then she knew Wang Dum Dogre. Then Wang Dum Drosa the Chitan, the Lama Shendazine, Wang Dum Drosa, the Lama Pem Dogro, Jugumara, Ina Yantam, the Nangmare. Wang Dum Chatan Tata, the Wang Jetama, Ya, King Korla Ya, King Korla Yanger, Ya Sha, Wang Jetatan, Ya Chatan, Ya Shasa, the Ani, Rinpoche Shine, Ani, Trashida, Moadan, Moalam Tama, Sun Sadian, Zamzamla. Chuze Dumba, Dunda Cheka, Chuze Geba Part of Togido, and the Gazla Shine and the Konsam Shabu.
And then Rinpoche would go back up to Rinpoche's room and see people. He would never shut his door. And they could come in no matter who they were. They could come in and ask for modes and sit in his presence and just basically receive his blessings. And he was just tirelessly giving this day by day by day.
And he would stay on the throne the entire day, all through the morning, all through the afternoon, into the evening.
Now people were saying, please, you must rest, you must be tired. And one time Rinpoche commented, and he almost irritated, and he said, would you please stop saying that to me? How could something like this make me tired? What's tiring is being imprisoned. That's tiring, and that I needed rest, but not for Dharma. So these are really lessons for all of us, because we are all big complainers. Truly, Rinpoche used to say, adult babies. We
we were all impressed, totally impressed. And he seemed to be so serene and patient. He was very attending everything that was going on very closely, but he seemed to be sort of above the fray, as we would say, above any confusion or any uncertainty. He didn't seem to be bothered by anything, and that really impressed me a lot.
On to Sarson. Oh, that. Also, such a demus. Tada Samba Yerji Yabudu, Tambi Chugushola, Samba Yerji Dabo, Yabu Tondu Samson, Samba Gabuda Dus, Jirgo, Cherizena. Tingacha. Tichenga Kapsu, Concha, Tichem Burgos. One Gigi got, he gave. Then the Losser Kapsina da Concha. Losser Tanja, Nyajo, make her quasi. Gogamizi, then Skizafia, Goja tape. Kiraga, longer go yours. Two subject in the Chogmitanga, somebody reduce me. 3 or 4 years, something. Sambahan Gasons. So then, the Shanju was same thing as I was doing here, Kagana Sona, that kid young Martin. Shanju was same made side in a direct, as a half governor, no other. Or then Zobajim Ton governor. Shanju was same the pants and as on a direct town, she young to allow drovers. Shanju was same the young to Yogores. Then, also, now you said I am. Oh, Martin, Shanju same lamb with Sabah Shanju was same. Sana Kenyan Martin, Sanjo come Matum Martin. Shanju was some permanent by this. Was it Yanta was done to go Yana, so chosen. Shanju was the corporate non to Gormato. Shanju was that year in the Doja Marcet there. Tanga Kalamajutan and Shanju was the Doja Marcet. They are done to go.
So he would come downstairs in the morning at 6 in the morning every day. And when he came into the shrine room, you know, he was, like 84, I think. And he just came down that long spiral staircase at ODD. So when he came into the shrine room, he was breathing very hard, you know, breath breathing. And he looked very old, you know. He was bent over and leaning on his attendant and everything. And he would walk over to the mandala, and then he would very slowly do 3 prostrations. And then he would walk around, circumambulate the throne, and then he would get up on the throne, his steps very heavy on the throne. And then he would sit down, and then he just became Buddha all day. He just sat there and he just read the empowerments and did the practices, and it's just full of energy. And everybody else got exhausted and sick, and he was just happy, just doing, it was just amazing. And he didn't cut corners, and he didn't believe in, oh, we can just make easy, or oh, we're in America, we can just do more simply, you know, we can sort of bend the rules, nothing like that. You know, when the long practices and ceremonies and everything come to the West, most of the lamas try to just make easier, make simpler. And also when we're learning them, many of us, you know, we Westerners, we say, oh, is there a way to make it easier? Couldn't we avoid making the tormas? Is there a way to make the ritual simpler? Or he was really showing us that, yes, we do need to make the tormas correctly and do the ceremonies correctly, and that there is this amazing blessing and power. You just sort of get in扬唐Rinpoche's boat, and he just kind of carries you along. He just sort of pulls you. And so that was just amazing to see that he had this Dharma power, not only like in himself, but that he could just carry everyone with that. And so that was quite extraordinary. And